consequences. Joining me now is Blase. She's a co-founder of Somos Republicans, a Hispanic Republican group dedicated to increasing the Latino Republican voting bloc. But she recently left the party, becoming an independent because of all the extreme anti-immigrant rhetoric. And Nia Malika Henderson, political reporter for the Washington Post. You can follow her election 2012 blog on postpolitics.com. Thanks to both of you for being here today. Dee, you were a Republican and you quit the party. Tell us what happened.
Well, the straw that broke the camel's back for me was, in addition to the anti-immigrant sentiment, the straw that broke it for me was Marco Rubio. Here is a Latino Republican, Cuban from Florida, who benefits, his family has benefited from amnesty and government benefits, who decided to sponsor Lamar Smith, a Republican from Texas, his large government idea via the National E-Verify program. Now, both of these people claim to be less government, but they are supporting large government ideas. Now, we were already sort of getting used to the anti-immigrant and the anti-Latino sentiment, but what did it for me was Marco Rubio sponsoring a large government idea. Not only did he do that, he does not support our kids, our youth, via the DREAM Act. And he embraced Arizona's harsh anti-immigrant law. And he's Hispanic, so, you know...
he being Hispanic, his family benefited from it, but he is, and others in the Republican Party, supporting these harsh anti-Latino, anti-immigration laws like the ones we've marched on in Arizona. This is what has, in many ways, humiliated you and a lot of Latinos.
Absolutely. There's definitely a wedge, no thanks to Marco Rubio, between the Mexican-American community and the Cuban-American community. Now, what the Republicans need to understand is that they just can't lump us all in one Hispanic pile. Cubans only make up 3% of the total Hispanic population pie, while Mexican-Americans make up almost 70%. So, do you see what's going on here? I mean, they're listening to the wrong guy. They need to listen to Mexican-American leaders that provide most of that voting power.
Nia, is this a missed opportunity?
It certainly is. There is a window, it seems like, that that Republicans might have in terms of attracting Latinos, Hispanic voters, but it seems like they're walking past it. Your guest talked about them listening needing to listen to Mexicans, needing to listen to this diverse group of Latinos. It seems like they're really listening to the far right wing of their party. If you look at, for instance, Rick Perry had a much more moderate view on immigration, on amnesty, on guest worker programs. Many years ago, 6 years ago, he wrote a piece, an editorial, saying he supported a guest worker program, but that's something you hear him talk about very often. And you did hear them last night using the phrase illegals, using the phrase illegal aliens to refer to illegal immigrants. And I think, you know, in a state like Nevada, where the population, as you said, is about 25% Latino, that's going to really do some damage to whoever makes it out of this primary come the general. If you look at the polls, Obama now is doing pretty well among Latinos. He's got about 65% support right now, but there is an opening for Latinos who are looking for more support in terms of some of the issues that they care about, and those issues are jobs and, quite frankly, immigration as well.
Now, Dee, when you look at the debate that we saw last night, as a Latino, an American citizen now, how do you feel when you see people on that stage in the Republican Party, a party you were recruiting Latinos for, almost spitting out the terms like illegal immigrants, anchor? I mean, how do you sit there and feel as a Republican Latino?
It's very, very heartbreaking, because the party that claims to be the pro-life party has now become one of the most hypocritical issues. For instance, Michelle Bachmann refers to babies as anchor babies. That's a dehumanizing term. It's derogatory. It's almost as defamatory what